Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are fired up on a Thursday. I'm sorry, I'm doing Inception. I'm inceptioning. Welcome to my humble abode with my little fireplace here. And we're fired up. I am zoomed in on beautifully.
Back up. There you go.
I'm zoomed in on beautifully today. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to your Thursday or midway through your Thursday. I don't know where you are in your Thursday, but I hope you're having a good one. So we're fired up. It's Thursday. St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. I hope you enjoyed all your corned beef and cabbage and your green beer and all that good stuff. We went to a little local spot. Hey, Kelly's here. What's up, Kelly? We went to a little local spot in town. I did not eat corned beef, but I did try a couple of pieces of it. I'm not a big fan, Lisa.
You're not a fan. Corned beef is delicious.
I had some at the Well Bar and Grill in Bayonne yesterday, and it was friggin' good. And that's on their menu all the time. So I'm going to go back and check it out again. So what are we fired up about, though? So first, I want to say I have shirts here that I had made that my sister made for me, actually. So you can go to Mauve Label, M-A-U-V-E, Mauve Label. I think that's what it is, Mauve Label. Is it mauvelabel.com? Mauve Shop?
I'm pretty sure.
Mauve Shop. It came right up for me. I pulled it up, and she's on Instagram.
Is it this?
It's Mauve Label. M-A-U-V.
Mauve Label?
No, yeah, see? M-A-U-V-E.
I'm changing it.
Mauvelabel.com. So my sister made these shirts for me. I only made about 10 or so, something like that. And I have so many amazing people through Fed Nation. By the way, LinkedIn, Fed Nation, the Fed Group, Facebook. We're live everywhere. This right here. So it says champion of the food equipment industry. All right, there it is. I got a bunch of shirts in various sizes, large, extra large, double X. So I wanted to give back to the community here. So the people that participate so much, I'm going to see you commenting. The more you comment, and this is ongoing. So the more you comment, the more you get involved, I'm going to start throwing shirts your way. I might throw a book, whatever it might be. Can be sending some stuff your way for participating. I appreciate you. So today we're probably going to give away a shirt or two or three. I don't know. So if you want a shirt and you're watching, you need to start participating and engaging in the comments. That's how you're going to get it. And especially if you're a champion of the food equipment industry. Does she customize? Kelly, she can do anything. She can do anything. So if you go check out her website,
Give it to me again. It's
M-A-U-V-E, Mauve Label.
Mauve Label.
She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook.
Let me get the right spelling of this.
M-A-U-V-E label.
Label. Just like that. Okay. Confirm for me, Richard.
So, well, it's shop. It's Shop Mauve on Instagram, but it's mauvelabel.com. That's the whole thing. That's what I was going for.
Mauvelabel.com.
This is ridiculous. This is a no-no in marketing. We're screwing everything up here. So it's mauvelabel.com. So my sister can handle all that. You can reach out to her on Facebook. She just started a group as well. So anyway, I'm not fired up about her shop. I did want to give her a shout out though, because she made these shirts that we're going to be giving out. So again, your participation ongoing on these lives, on these fired up lives, is going to get you some swag. So let me know. Get in the comments. Let's get participating. Let's get engaging. Let's build up the food equipment world. Let's build up the business world. It's a community here. So what am I fired up about today? One thing I want to touch on, I'm fired up about, Fed Nation. To my beautiful people in the Food Equipment Digital Disruptor Group, I posted yesterday about putting out more video content. How important it is moving forward. You're in the Digital Disruptor Group. Digital. We're there because we're an industry, we're a community, but we started this. This is about building your brand. This is about learning how to move through the digital space and build your brand, because what you do online will come offline. I have various business connections and things that have happened online that are now real life stuff. It's important. Is that a pizza oven? That very well could be a pizza oven, Lisa.
I think it might be a pizza oven.
I don't think that's a Mariforni or a Univex, but that might be some kind of old school, old world pizza oven right there. Not a Woodstone either. But video content, keep the videos coming. If you're in the group and you're in the community, keep the videos coming. Lisa's going under the table. She's doing what she's got to do to stay off frame. But yeah, listen, Fed Nation, keep putting the videos up. Do introduction posts. And if you've already introduced yourself, keep the posts going. Talk about what's going on in your day. Bring things and issues and topics to the table. Good things, bad things, indifferent things, everything. It's all about invoking thought. You know, you want to be a thought leader in your space. So it's important to do that. That's my fired up for Fed Nation. I appreciate you guys. And then we have stuff going on in the industry, period, point blank, every day in the service industry. Here at Malachi, from installations to site surveys to service calls, lots of parts discussions on how we're going to get these first time fixes. You know, how important is a first time fix? You know, we talk about this. We're trying to redesign the way we do things. You know, we really want the customer to understand that, is it really important for us to rush to you if you call today and we know we don't have any part to help you? If we can get an error code, a lot of this equipment has error codes. If we can get full on descriptions and models and serials, if you could take the time as an end user to send us a picture or video of what's occurring, we could probably overnight some parts if we don't have them on the shelf, and come the next day with an 80% chance maybe of getting you going. You know, so it's tomorrow's Friday. You're heading into the weekend. You're saying to yourself, my oven's down. Hey, Rich, here's what's going on. I'm super fired up to make sure we get these first visit fixes, because we are looking at that, because that's a big KPI, right? That's a big KPI for service companies. But is it important? Like I said, what's the overall turnaround time? If we go on a Thursday, now we go on and we have no parts, and we get there on Friday, we have no parts. Now Friday, the weekend's going to come. So if we slow down and say, hey, listen, to the end user customer, we don't have these parts. I want to get this gas valve. I want to get this thermopile. I want to get this igniter. I want to get this high limit. I want to come with these things because I know something, one of these things, an ignition module, whatever it is, I want to come with these things because, man, I'm going to get you going before the weekend. I can't get you going today. I know I can't. So these are the conversations that I'm fired up about having with our customers, and we're starting to have them more and more. We're building up our inventory. Pandemic gave us a big opportunity. We threw out, it hurts my heart, but we threw out so many things. Stuff that just had dust on it. It was there from when my dad was ordering parts back in the day. I mean, we're talking 20 years ago. There's still, I mean, we had, for those who have been to our location, I mean, we had racks and racks of parts. Pandemic came. We slowed down. We looked at the business. We said, we need to just focus on the parts that were really moving. I gutted that warehouse and we redid everything. Because we really want to focus on the parts that we're selling. We want to focus on our key accounts. We want to focus on the customers that are loyal and come to us every day, every week. And we want to make sure we have those parts. That's why I always talk to you about, if you're an end user, you need to get that service company that's in your area, call them, become friends, become partners. So important. Before I keep going, we have Cyrus here. What's up, Cyrus? I don't know what he says. You want to?
It says, what's the future look like for new restaurants opening, meaning new business for equipment dealers post-COVID?
So, great question. So we're here obviously on the service side. We're starting to see more installations come through. We're starting to see the dealers reach out a little bit more than they have been, pre-pandemic. We're starting to see all these things begin to happen. So what that tells me is people are starting to open that wallet again and say, I need to be ready for the comeback, because the comeback's going to be greater than the setback. Remember that. And it's going to be huge. So talking about New Jersey market, because that's where I am, tomorrow, the governor says indoor dining back to 50%, Lisa.
That's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Gotcha.
50%. Going into the weekend, 50%. And I've seen a lot of local places in Jersey City, Hoboken, all hiring, looking for more staff because it's coming. So Cyrus, I will say now's the time to start really digging your heels in and reaching out to your customer base more than ever. Start scheduling in-person meetings. If people are still just a little standoffish, get the Zoom meeting going. Get in front of them, put a presentation together. I would put, if I'm a dealer and I'm selling equipment, I'm going to put a PowerPoint presentation, nothing boring, nothing that's going to be like, oh, I don't want to see this. Something cool. Maybe do some video, do something where you're going to be able to put this in front of the customer and say, hey, I'm going to share my screen with you right now. Check out this demo we just did. And then, also push them to your social media to show, so they can see these live demos. If you're doing live demos, start getting excited in your test kitchens. Get your customers excited about reopening. If you bring the energy, I think, and you bring excitement, people are going to want to be around you. People are going to want to buy from you, and now's the time. So I really think that's a good idea for anyone selling equipment. If you're going to do some live video, make sure you save that, put that in a presentation, and just bring that. Hey, Joe, listen, I have this new combi oven, and we want to showcase it to you. I don't know if you saw our live. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm going to present it to you. Show it to them in action. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more new equipment sales coming. What else we got?
Jared says we have at least 6 new restaurants and an increased renovations on existing.
At least 6 new restaurants and increased renovations on existing. It's coming back, brother. It's coming back. Quentin, it's coming back, man. Jared, it's coming back. Quentin.
Customers should advance purchase critical parts for critical equipment. Offer a discount for that program to encourage doing that. That way the parts are on hand at site.
Quentin, I will tell you, I think about this all the time. There was once upon a time where I was thinking about parts locker and putting the most common parts in these parts lockers. But and I think that does some justice. Well, no, well, I mean, I guess, but essentially what I was thinking was like having like a locker, branded Malachi, where we have the key. Only we have the key, so nobody in-house could steal things or do whatever. We have the key as the technician goes. He'll have the key to get in, or a combination or whatever it would be. Maybe a combination lock, so we don't have to have a key. And we, if we went to XYZ location for their fryer, for their oven, whatever they wanted to keep, we'd have the little key parts on those shelves. Now that works, I think, for single locations. Like if you have like a one restaurant, but when you start looking at the national chains, I mean, I don't know how that would work with them, because they're going to be like, well, listen, we have 75 locations. We're not putting 75 lockers and spending $150,000 on these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you have individual locations, I think that works. And that's something that I was just thinking about this earlier this week, believe it or not, and you're mentioning it. I do think that there's a need for that in certain places. That might work. I don't think it will work for again, not for all customers, but yeah, those one-offs, maybe one location, 2 location, and they say, hey, you know what? I'd rather you have these evaporator motors on hand or condensing motors on hand for this walk-in. So it's all there. Good point. So yeah, exactly, Clint. Right. So yeah, you have to know your customer and know the landscape and know what it is. But definitely for those local joints, it could definitely be something worth value. What do we got, Lisa?
In terms of comments.
Nothing.
The banner.
Oh. So while she's changing the banner, you see it scrolling across the screen. We're crunch time. If you've been following along, the Food Equipment Service Leaders Summit's going down next week. I'm hosting it with Fed Nation, along with Scott McGrath, Yassine over at Origo BPO. They're doing a lot of great things over there. You wait till you see this. They edited and put this thing together so beautifully. Go to FESLeadersSummit.com now and register. March 23rd, it kicks off. Monday, we're giving you the schedule. We're giving you the sessions so you know when and where. And listen, you're going to have powerhouses, minds of the industry that you need to hear. It's about what's next. So fired up about that. That's for sure. Definitely fired up about that. And what else am I fired up about? We're talking about first-time fixes, Lisa.
Yes. Very
important. And again, slowing down the process. Also continuing to talk about the things that are happening in the industry. There's like I said, we've talked about this over and over. There's a shift. There's absolutely a shift going on. Generationally speaking, acquisitions, consolidation, different things that have been going on for the last several years. Parts distribution, equipment consolidation, big online has changed. Obviously the internet and online has changed the way we all do business. And so I'm fired up about the future and how we're all going to kind of work together stronger than ever to stay profitable and stay viable in our markets. So I think what we're going to have to do, and this is going to come down to, I think, a marketing. So I'm fired up about really connecting more with the local dealers and the local reps. It needs to happen. I feel like I have a good relationship with many of them. I'm going to, shout out to my man, Chef Nick over at Pacinga Ferry and Joe Ferry, the Middleby reps here in the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area. They do a wonderful job. I'm hoping we're going to do something with Chef Nick soon. So stay tuned for that.
I'm actually trying to, if you want to talk about what it's going to be.
No.
All right. So
we're gonna keep them on their toes. We're keeping you on your toes. We got some interesting things going down. So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna come down to really communication, and talking the same. We talk about this all the time in conferences. Talking the same language, understanding what we all do. Information is power. So the information that you bring to the table when you get to the service company and it comes time for the installs and the service, we have to have as much of that information as possible in order for us to do our jobs properly. Just quoted a job upstairs, installation, not a lot of information. Don't want to pay for anyone to go to site. Don't want to just do what you can. I mean, that's what I have to put a number down that's going to cover me for the oopses and the oh shits and the whole nine. So, instead of getting a $1,500 install quote, you might get a $2,500 install quote. I have to cover us. But this comes down to basic information being had and in hand. Everyone's on the fly and on the move. If we all slow down a little, we can make things happen much faster. Believe me. So I think that's going to be important. I'm super fired up about making these connections stronger. And I think that's what you need to be fired up about. Get excited, get fired up to connect with the people in your market. If you're a service company out there and you're not talking to your reps or your dealers, reach out. It costs you nothing. All it could do is help. Call the local dealer that's working stuff in your market. Call the rep that's in your market. Set up a meeting, set up a Zoom, whatever it is that's going to work best for you. Let's start talking all the things that we talk about. Let's start talking about these terminologies. Let's start talking about first visit fixes and having information and what goes on an install and what goes on after an install and what the technicians are actually doing. We could talk from our perspective. Let's get their perspective. What are they doing? How are they selling this stuff? Do they need us? Do you need us to come? Do you need new sets of eyes on things? If you're quoting something and you're unsure about something, we need to talk more. Get fired up about that. So I have a shirt. I need to get some continued comments. Let's get fired up. Let's get some comments going. These are participation giveaways, engagement giveaways. Well, listen, Quentin deserves a shirt. That's for sure. So Quentin, do me a favor. Just I probably have the address, but
I think I have his address.
Quentin, we're going to send you a shirt. Just tell me right now, what's your size? I have large XL and double XL. So you just let me know. We're going to get you out a champion of the food equipment industry shirt to you, my friend.
I think that is exactly what he is.
Yes, he is a champion. So yeah, listen, so much to be fired up about on a Thursday. Marketing. I'm fired up about marketing and advertising in this industry. I see there's little shifts changing. There's little things happening. When you talk about influencing, I'm fired up about influencing, Lisa. That's one thing I could say I'm fired up about.
Yeah.
Influencing is real. Across all channels, we just kind of looked. Over 17,000 followers and subscribers across these channels, between LinkedIn and YouTube and Fed Nation and the Get Out Go Eat and all these things. Over 17,000 people are locked and loaded right now, most of them to this live, or at least possibly. So we're making a mark. The voices through Fed Nation are being heard. You're here, you're participating. Pierre Carlo.
Have you used Zoom to do a virtual inspection instead of sending a tech?
That would be a negative, Pierre Carlo. That would be a negative. I am not a big fan of that, and here's why. Now, listen, I'm a fan if they want to, if for a customer to say, hey, I have pictures and videos, especially with like the chain accounts and we work with Service Channel, they'll upload some picture and video. I'm a fan of that. I'm not a fan of anything other than that because I need my tech's hands and eyes there and on it to make a true diagnosis. But we're getting pictures and videos from customers here and there. A lot of times it's very hard to get a customer to give you a model and serial, let alone a picture and a video. So they want to rush you off the phone. It's constantly rushing off the phone. So yes, pictures, videos, absolutely. It helps us tremendously to pinpoint some things, especially with error codes, seeing the screen, the digital screen, if there's digital, and we can actually see those things. That could help assist us with what we need to bring and who we want to actually send. But there's no like live Zooms or anything like that. Honestly, that's very hard to coordinate. Having technicians on the road, doing all these things, that would be impossible almost to coordinate from my perspective. Maybe other companies think differently. This is just my opinion. I got guys on jobs. I'm not going to start pulling them out. Hey, I got a customer on the phone here. I want to Zoom them. I want you to. It would just be too much. And listen, people are paying for those diagnostics and those expertise. So I urge our end user customers to have picture and video at the ready. Send it to our care team email so we could take a look at it for that support and get that information to the technician, because everything goes right to his tablet. He could pull it all right up, and then we could probably take a look at that, and the tech will say, oh, cool, appreciate the video, appreciate the picture. Make sure you send me with this ignition module and with this igniter cable, whatever. So yeah, definitely value in that. So what do we have? A LinkedIn user that we don't know who it is.
Do comments have to be PC? You're definitely an awesome influencer for our industry.
Comments do not have to be PC. I am not a super PC guy. I do my best. The number one thing I always say, and I can't control others on what they say, but I will say this, bashing people, bashing manufacturers, bashing other companies, whatever it might be, that's not in my wheelhouse. We talk about the equipment, we talk about the issues, we talk about installations and site surveys. Those are the real issues. Naming the names and all that other stuff, because people, listen, I'm sure I'm a villain in somebody's story, Lisa. I'm sure if someone has something bad to say about me or my company. You're in business, that's the nature of the beast. I'm not out to hurt people. I'm just out to tackle the issues, invoke thought, and create change. That's what I'm about. It's all about positivity. I want to be there for people. I want people to be there back for me, and that's community.
And that was Matt Wheeler.
Matt Wheeler. There you go.
So Pierre Carlos says, technology era is here. We must adopt and adapt, or someone else will. My 2 cents.
Hey, listen, I agree. And if you go to the Food Equipment Service Leaders Summit, I moderated a roundtable that is labeled Evolve or Perish. I can tell you right now, like I said, I might not be the smartest guy in the room. Chances are I'm probably not. I'm not the smartest guy. But when it comes to the hustle, when it comes to the work, when it comes to the time and the effort that I put in, I cannot be beat. That's my confidence, my inner. I won't be beat. I just won't be beat. You might be smarter than me, but you're not going to outwork me. I'm going to be here till midnight if I have to. I'll get up at 3 a.m. if I have to. I'll go someplace. If I got to be somewhere at 6 a.m., I'll be there. If I got to fly somewhere, I'll fly somewhere. Whatever I got to do, I'm on the move constantly. So I think that's something to be fired up about, Lisa. You don't have to be the smartest guy or girl in the room. You just got to outwork everybody else.
You just got to show up. Be there.
You got to outwork everybody else. And when it comes to media and it comes to other stuff, I like to believe that I'm invoking that change and bringing people to platforms that they may have never done so before. I'm excited about that. I'm humbled by that. I love this. Yeah, I mean, it's, and Pierre Carlo is right. Technology era is here. It's been here for a little bit. This industry has lagged behind quite a bit. And there's been no talk online. There's been no chatter. I'm out here doing my best to voice the, be the voice for the industry, so to speak, and bring other people to the table that are willing to talk up and speak up and give them the voice. You go to Fed Nation, you see people out. I mean, people are connecting and doing business together over there, believe it or not. It's not just chatter. People are actually doing business and connecting with each other. And as far as technology goes, I've partnered with some people. We're doing just pictures and video on every invoice that our customers get. They see the before, the diagnosis, and the end on a link that is evergreen for them on their account for them to sign in and see what we've done on every job. They get the picture of the data plate, the picture of the equipment. They get pictures of the install, and they get videos of the service repairs that we're doing. If you're with me on LinkedIn and Instagram and places like that, you could see through the tech's eyes, I call it. And I'll be posting again today probably. So you'll see some of the diagnostic stuff that the guys are doing that the customer, this is exactly what the customer gets. So it's all about transparency for me. Technology for me is about transparency. I get to show the customer everything because we're building trust. So I'm fired up about transparency through technology, which builds trust. Fired up about that. If you're fired up, let me know. Let me know. What are you fired up about today? I think we're winding down though, Lisa.
That's it.
So Quentin, I got to get you out a shirt. Lisa will help me with the address and I'll ship it out UPS via UPS.
Like what UPS? In particular?
Well, sure. We have UPS pickups here on a daily basis. We're shipping parts out every day over here. So I don't want to have to go to the post office. UPS comes to me. So that is probably a fired up for today. Make sure you're fired up about outworking the competition and being part of a community and invoking thought and creating change, positive impact. We're going to keep rolling. If you want to jump on a live with me, I'd love to have you.
You gonna say goodbye?
I'm going to say goodbye now. I hate goodbyes, Lisa.
I'll say goodbye for you.
I hate goodbyes. I will see you tomorrow. It's Friday, a fired up Friday. We're gonna do something different and fun. I think I gotta figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow for a fired up Friday. And in the meantime, have a beautiful Thursday. Go crush it. Do what you got to do, and you know where to find me. I'm always available if you need anything. See you on the next one.